Hi everyone, let's recap my 2023. I was kind of just thinking back on the year and I definitely wanted to do a recap. I wanted to figure out how I wanted to do it, and I was just going through my camera roll. I was like, oh, I'll make a montage, I'll make a video, like whatever. But I was like, there's so much more to the photos and videos. Like, there's just how I experienced them. So I thought I would just kind of relive them all with you guys and just kind of go through them. That way you guys get to kind of know me more, and I just was going to be doing this anyway, so might as well do it with you. Let's see what I was doing January 1st. Oh, January was when I got my airbrush machine, so that's kind of the first thing I'm doing in January. I did my sister's makeup, and then I also did my own makeup, which actually doesn't look too bad. It did pretty good for it being my first time. Airbrush machine is like a big investment for a makeup artist, or for me anyways, so getting that was kind of like, it was scared by my first like expensive machine, but then once I got it and it has made me more, and it's lasting, and it's just an amazing investment. I feel better about investing in other machines in the future. In January, we also threw a baby shower for my older sister, and it's so crazy looking at this because now she has a baby. Like, Sutton is like 9, 10 months old now, so it's crazy how time flies. He's a whole human being, and he has personalities and attitude and everything. Here's another, and then there's just another picture of me practicing my airbrush machine, or just more practicing my prom makeup. That was big for me because last year I did significantly more prom makeup than I did the year before. Like, the year before I only had like 2, and then the fall, that last year that we just had, I had, I want to say past 10, like it was like 13 or so. I kind of have the same this year too, so that's super exciting. Last little clip from January, that's my boyfriend, but is I had short hair. Oh my gosh, which my hair's up right now, but I'm back to the short hair, but we'll see as the year goes on the evolution of my hair era. All right, February. February was the month that I had a video go viral, and it was my friends getting a Brazilian. I gotta decide what photo I'm gonna show you guys. Because not many of those can be posted. I can't even tell which one of my friends that is. So basically, they're going on spring break. They want to get, their Brazilian wax, and I was like, of course I'll do it for you guys. So I did them all, and at the time I was starting to do TikTok, Instagram. Like, I love social media, so I was doing all the things, and so it was just natural. Like, of course I'm gonna make a TikTok of this. Like, this is hilarious, and I just shoved their faces. Like, none of these photos were there. Posted it, and instantly, was it instantly? No, I think it was like the next day. It blew up, and it was so funny. Like, comments were so hilarious. My friends were dying. To this day, that video still will randomly like have its fame, and then it will die down for a while. So it's so fun to see that. It's crazy that that was in February. Like, it's almost been a year now, and we'll get to all the opportunities that have come literally from that. So that's really cool to see. February, I went to Cooper's Hawking. I'm not quite sure which one it is, but it's this really good restaurant here in Clive in Des Moines, and you kind of do the wine tasting. It's like foods that are paired with wine well. So that was really fun to do for Valentine's Day. Like, looking back at my old services, sometimes I'm like, ooh, that's what my work used to look like. But sometimes I look back and I'm like, wow, that was actually pretty good. Oh my gosh. And then, of course, baby Sutton was born in February. He was actually born on his mom's birthday, so I think that is super cute. February was such a fun month. Oh my gosh, that's kind of cool. I didn't realize how many things happened in February. In March, James Charles posted this thing and was like, I want to fly out. I think it was like 10 creators or makeup artists or makeup people for his Painted campaign, which is his new brand. And I wouldn't say that I'm a huge James Charles fan. I mean, his makeup's great. I used to follow him more in the past. I don't really follow his things now, but I entered it. So here is here's one of the makeup looks that I used to enter it. You had to like do makeup looks, talk about yourself, whatever. I think I still have the video posted on my TikTok if you actually want to see it. It's not really anything crazy. It ended up being kind of a scam though. Everyone that got, he was like, I wanted it to be followers or whatever. And then everyone that he chose had like 100 million followers. So it wasn't just anyone. He wanted people with a platform, which is fine, but it's just like, don't expose me like that. March was when, so every month I think I bought something to better Posh, or like a service to better Posh. And March was when I did oxygenation facials and learned how oxygen is like great for your skin. So here is my friend's skin that I did with an oxygenation facial. I don't have the before, but this is the after, and just chef's kiss. Oxygenation is so great for your skin. If you think about it, why you always are told blood circulation is great. Good blood circulation will heal your skin, whatever. That's because more oxygen is to your skin. So, I mean, yes, blood circulation is great, but oxygenating your skin is like doing that, but skipping 10 steps and doing it better. Like putting 100% oxygen in there instead of whatever oxygen's in your blood, which is usually in the 90s range. So it's kind of the same thing, but it's better. So, oh, I got new tattoos in March. But I literally don't think I took a picture of it. I got the smiley face tattoo. And then I have oh my gosh. I got the heart tattoo. I got my P tattoo, and I got my stars, which is the Capricorn stars. And then I got Posh. I got Posh as well. Those were all done in March. So in March, I got my first set of headshots. So I'll put some of my favorites right here. But getting professional photos was so fun. I was literally obsessed with all my headshots. I still use them today. So yeah, in March I got my first headshots. Those were fun. And then I got pictures with my sister as well during that same little thing. It was a collaboration with a girl that does photography back in Carroll, and she was doing an advertisement for her own business because it was her 1 year and kind of like other small businesses. So I got headshots at that time, and then also did makeup for the other girls. I think was that in March? Yes, after that I went on a trip to New Smyrna Beach in Florida with my grandma. It was my dad's mom. She's so sweet. She took me and my other cousin that were around the same age just on a trip together, a little girls trip. We just did, some beach and some shopping, and went to some like restaurants. If you haven't been to New Smyrna, it's like a retirement home type of touristy place, and I mean that in the best way possible. Like, it's so homey. Like, it's not crazy. Like, we went during spring break time and it wasn't super busy, so I really love that. Now we're on to April, and last year April 1st landed on prom for the public school in my hometown, so I did quite a few girls there, and I went to their homes. So I'll show you just some of those. I actually prefer to do makeup in people's homes, especially back home. It's just so fun to like be able to go to them and let them like hang out with their friends or their families and like get ready. But the more people that I've been having to do, or like more people that want it done, it's just not doable to go to their homes, because it takes like, even though it's in the same town, it just takes like 10-15 minutes to pick everything up, go to someone else, unpack, and just things get a mess and it just takes forever. So I just don't do that anymore, but I do really love doing that. And I think that's why I like doing weddings, because I go to them and kind of like hang out with them for the morning, and so it's fun. Oh, my boyfriend's sister had her baby shower as well. She ended up being pregnant around the same time my sister was. So that's super cool to see that they both have babies now. And like I said, they're just whole humans and they're growing up way too fast. Next is the private school in my hometown. I did makeup for all of them, and I didn't go to their homes. I did it all in one place. So here's just a couple pictures of like the girls that I did. Again, it's so fun when they bring like their friends in. And we get to see their, them hang out, like get their makeup. I don't know. I just love it. A couple girls that had like interesting dresses that we tried to match it to too, which that's something I love doing prom for, is we get to use fun colors sometimes and fun shades and materials and sparkles and all that stuff that you don't always get to use with weddings. So I love that at least once a year I get to do girls like that. Well, in April, Sutton got baptized too, and me and my brother were named godparents. He was so handsome. Oh, I won't need to include a picture for this, but at the end of April, we also came and looked at this apartment for the first time. Oh my God, that was so long ago. Okay, now we're to May. In May was when some of my friends, not all of them, because more than half, so I think I did 5 of the Brazilians and 2 came back. The other 3 were traumatized and will never get a Brazilian again, but 2 came back and we got, of course we filmed it. We're like, oh, the first one went viral. Let's do this again. And yep, sure enough, that video went viral again. So that's just that. It was just funny and kind of gross that those are the videos that go viral, but it is what it is. They're super funny. You should go and watch them. Oh my gosh, May is when I got lip filler for the first time. So I actually just got my lips done again a week ago. So they're pretty much healed. They are what they are. But when I got them done the first time, this is what they looked like. That was with a half a syringe, and this is with a full syringe. So maybe I'm delusional. They look the same to me. In May, I also did another photo shoot with the same girl that did my headshots because we were going to be hosting a class together in June. So we wanted promo pictures for that, and the headshots and like promotional photos that came from it. Chef's kiss. If you have your own brand, if you run your own company, if you just like have to represent yourself and are constantly having to send referral pictures or posting on social media, you need professional photos done. You need a branding content shoot minimum once a year. As of now, I'm only doing it once a year, but if I would love to do it more once it's in the budget, but I'm still using these photos to this day. They're so fun to just, put some content on over like my own. I love to have my face on my brand, my face on my content, and not some random one from Pinterest. And that's what I was doing before, and it just felt really unpersonable. And now this is very much me, and it very much resides with what I do and like how I edit things and how, I don't know, it feels more like it's coming from me, because it is. I think the craziest thing that happened in June was my class. I hosted a class. We called it a glow workshop, and people just did hands-on things. So in the glow workshop, first I did a skin consultation when everyone walked in the door. I hosted 10 people, 15 people in that range. They came in, we did a consultation, and then they sat down. We were given all the materials and like samples of skincare that I thought was amazing and for them to try. Like some people, and this, as they should, like this is my profession, I went to school for this, so like the average person wouldn't know that one cleanser feels like this and one feels like this, and if your skin feels like this, you should use this one. If your skin feels like this, you should use this one, and what that physically feels like. So I gave them samples of all of it so they could physically feel what one for their skin should feel like. It wasn't to promote my brand that I carry, which I mean, great, if they wanted to purchase it, they could, but it was more like most brands, if you have super oily skin, for example, most brands, their cleanser for oily skin is going to feel the same, mostly. Or if you have super dry, sensitive skin, you're going to want a milk cleanser, or I think everyone should have a milk cleanser, but you're going to want a milk cleanser, and that milk cleanser is going to feel the same all around, whatever brand you use, and so that was really what that was for. Of course, I had stuff there to purchase as well, so that was really fun to teach that. I was so nervous, like so nervous. Like I literally, when I got done, I was like, did I black out? Like I could not. I wish, oh my God, I should have had someone film it, because I have no idea what I said. No idea what I said. And like questions were asked and I explained so many different things. Like I still have my outline. Like I made myself like a speech, basically. Like I kind of wrote like bullet points of everything I want to hit and then go into the next thing. Didn't look at it once. I fucking freeballed that. I think it went well. I don't know. I think I just let the jitters get the best of me, and I was super nervous, so I don't remember any of it. Hopefully it went great. If you're in that class, and why don't you let me know how it was, because I really don't know. I loved it though. It was super fun, super cute, and I loved seeing everyone learn. It was so fun, like expressing. I just want to do more of it. I want to do more of it somehow. The way I did it was a little chaotic and stressful, so I think that's why I wasn't so focused on the teaching aspect of it. I would definitely want to kind of adjust it in a way, but hopefully more glow classes to come. The last one I did was in June, so hopefully more are to come. And then later on in June, my cousin, who growing up we were really close, both of our families would spend a couple weekends in the summer at our grandparents' house. So when we were younger, we were really close. Obviously, we get older, we have lives, but she got married, so it was super fun. Really pretty. It was at a really pretty venue. Here's me and my sisters. I don't think we look anything alike, but I hear from a lot of people that we do, so let me know what you think. But I usually go to Okaboji with my friends for July 4th. The only photo I have is this one, and Megan, you're gonna kill me. But, so yeah, but I go boating with Megan, and I stay with her, and it's a great time. This is the only photo I have from July 4th. So that explains how our weekend goes on that boat. That really does. July 5th, we usually spend at my aunt's that lives around here, and she has a pool. And then in the middle of July, we moved into here, which was so crazy that 6 months has gone by. More than 6 months has gone by. Like, obsessed with this apartment. I don't ever want to move. I can't believe we're like rounding up to a year almost. So we moved in July, and then at the end of July, so much money was spent in July. Like, looking back, I'm like, that is insane. So went shopping with my boyfriend's side of the family one weekend. This gorgeous dress for a trip coming up in August. And then the following weekend, I went to the Mall of America with my family, which of course so much was spent because there's so many fun stores there. Did all the things there. We did the amusement park, we did the aquarium, which bringing my little nephew there was like the cutest thing. And I knew I had a trip at the beginning of August, but at the same time, the beginning of August was my 1 year for being open with Posh. So I got some photos done and taken for my first year, like promo or whatever. And I used that white dress I showed you earlier. And those turned out pretty cute. I made like a promo video for them. This is when I realized I really want to buy my own camera and kind of start taking my own content, because I love like I ranted about before, I love the look of professional like content on my page. Then in the beginning of August, I took a trip with the girls. All 8 of us girls and 6 of the moms went to Nashville. Of course, we were dressed to the nines. We had themes every night. The first theme was denim. Honestly, I was obsessed with this look. This was when I originally had all my outfits planned out. I was like, this one's like kind of denim, kind of not. Ended up being my favorite look of the whole week. I can't quite remember the orders of these, but I think it was denim. The next day during the day, it was like this brunch, so I wore this like orangey rusty dress, like super cute. I think that night was sparkle or like glam or glitz or whatever. Of course I wore just a big white dress. Literally obsessed with like that was my favorite night, and the amount of free drinks I got because everyone thought I was getting married. I was like, yeah. I don't know if anyone that was buying me a drink caught onto it. They're like, oh, like when's your wedding? And I'm like, oh, it's in 5 months. And they're like, oh my god, what's the date? And I'm like, in 5 months. Like I was too drunk to know what 5 months was from then. And then yeah, so I don't know if anyone caught onto it, but I got a lot of free drinks out of it. So if you're going to Nashville, wear a white dress and like a hat or something. And then the last day we were there, I know for sure was the black night, because I don't remember wearing this outfit very much. She was a baddie. This outfit was fucking kind of cool. I wish I would have worn it more. I feel like we didn't do much our last night. I was really tired, really hungover. We were ready to go home. Like, I also want to go back. Like, Nashville was so fun. Not long after our trip, me and my friends wanted to get photos together because one of my friends was moving to Arizona. I mean, I was moving here. That year we had four of them graduating from college. So we're all just kind of, at that age. So we got photos together. Same girl that did my headshots. Fucking amazing. They're so gorgeous. I also love how like creative they were. Like they weren't just like stand there and smile. Like we did some really cool ones. So really loved those. September, literally nothing happened. I have nothing in my camera roll but like screenshots of things I want to buy in September. October, me and my friends went to a dinner date. I think this was a dinner to say goodbye to my friend that was moving away. She was moving away like the following weekend. Super fun weekend with her until she moved away to Arizona, and she's there now, killing it. She's a dancer, so I think her Instagram's MV Choreo. Also in October, my boyfriend passed his insurance exam, so he's an insurance agent. And we took him out to dinner afterwards, and I surprised him, or our friends surprised him, and they came along too. So this is just one of his really good friends, and we went to this bar here in Ankeny just to go to a bar. We just wanted to go to a bar, grab a couple drinks and maybe some snacks, whatever. And while we're there, we come to realize that there's bingo. Bingo? Yeah, bingo in like an hour. We're like, okay, we'll stay, we'll do it. And it was like music bingo, which people that don't know my boyfriend loves music, loves movies, loves like, he like knows those things so well. It gets kind of annoying, but he knows them so well. So we're like, we have to stay. And we stayed, and it was so fun. The boys had a great time. Then we went to another bar down the road, and me and my best friend that was there with us too, we were like, I need to go outside. I am so over this. Like, it was exhausting. Come back in, and the boys are in the back of the bar talking to the owner and like becoming best friends. They gave him like a hat. It was like the night of their life, and we were like, what is going on? Like, we need to go home. It was like a Tuesday night. Now in November, I just have a lot of screenshots of Christmas presents I was buying, so those were super boring. I am gonna put this photo in just for a reference. This is what my hair looked like at the beginning of November, okay? Like mid-November at the end, this is what it looked like. I got 20-inch extensions. Loved them. I could straighten them, I could curl them, I could braid them. My hair was super long and super thick. I literally had like a horse tail. Like, it was fun. We were in our long hair girl era. There's a lot that goes on to December, so hang on. In November, I started my CNA class, but I didn't pass, or my advanced CNA class, and I didn't pass from it until December, obviously, because that's when the semester ends. And then I also was taking an online class, started in November, ended in December. So I'm putting those in the December category. For my advanced CNA class, we got to see the life flight, so that was super dope. We got to like go on it, and I was really inspired to like do that as a side job. So kind of backstory, I'm in nursing school, of course. Well, will be. I'm on the path to the nursing program. I'm doing the stuff you got to do before. And I'm doing that because I want to be a medical esthetician. In order to do Botox, filler, dermaplaning, laser, you have to be a nurse. But they also recommend that you work as a nurse in an ER, an ICU, or life flight, a med surge, any of those things. And so I was kind of like experimenting with the possibilities, and I really liked the life flight aspect of it. The only thing that would be complicated for me is I can't do that. That you have to do a lot of hours for it, and I want to do part-time nursing, part-time medical aesthetics, and eventually always medical aesthetics. So it'd be super cool to do, but I don't think it'd be realistic for the long-term goals for me. I think more ICU med surge will be more my forte. As soon as I was done with classes, me and my friends took a trip. Me and my one friend went to Chicago because we had to pick up one of my friends to go to Galena to meet our other friends for a big girls trip. We were in Chicago. We went to the Starbucks Reserve. Me and my friend went to this Pink Palace place where you take these like fun photos at these like pink little like photo booths. So the drive to Galena the next day, we had to get up at 6 and pick up our friend from the airport, and the drive to Galena was rough. It was rough. So me and my friends make it to Galena. First thing we do is we go out, we have dinner together, so that was super cute. We decided to do, instead of a Secret Santa, the 3 gift exchange. We brought 3 of our favorite things, and everyone did that, and then you all get to leave with 3 different things, and that was like the funnest thing to do together, so that was super cute. We all brought really amazing gifts. So we also did goat yoga while we were there. That was an experience. I don't know what I was imagining. Well, no, I do know what I was imagining. I was imagining baby goats, okay? I was imagining a very small, yappy little baby goats that, would run under you or whatever. No, these were big ass fucking 80-pound goats. Was it still fun and funny? Absolutely. Me and my friends had a great time. I don't even remember doing any yoga. It was a petting zoo. Like, we just went and played with the goats, but it was really fun. Like, I would do it again, and I would recommend it, but don't go into it thinking you're gonna get an exercise, because it's definitely not. And then, we get back, and it is the holidays, so I go to church with my family, spend the holidays back home. Me and my boyfriends are still doing holidays separate. We just agreed, since our families don't live near each other, it'd be so hard to do both. So, and my birthday is right after Christmas, so I drove back home and I spent it with my boyfriend, and we went and saw the movie Anyone But You. I love that fucking movie. That was so good. I've been hearing this from a lot of people, but I have a really good feeling about this year. Like, this past year, I've accomplished and done so much more than I could ever imagine, and I only see it getting better from here. I have a lot planned. I have a busy year. I'll be in school, still running Posh. I have a lot of big plans for Posh as well. I also want to keep my social media presence as present as possible. I really enjoy it and I want to just keep it up. So that's a big New Year's goal for me, is to keep my social media as current as possible. So yeah, thanks for catching up with me and I hope you follow along for this next year. Okay, bye.